Hey guys, welcome to our brand new channel, The Munchie Kitchen. We're here to bring you food that we love munching on.
So today we'll be making these nutty meringue cookies. They're light and have a crunchy outside with a slightly softer and chewy inside. This simple recipe is easily versatile. You can add extra spices like cinnamon or some chocolate chips for some nutty choc chip cookies. Let's go to the recipe. We start with 1 1/3 cup raw nuts. Today I'm using half cashews and almonds. 2/3 cup of white sugar, 2 egg whites, and 2 pinches of salt. Let's preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius to toast the nuts. Line a baking tray with parchment paper and spread the nuts out onto a single layer so they toast nice and evenly. Once the oven is preheated, toast the nuts for about 8 to 10 minutes or until golden. Remove them from the oven once they're done and let cool completely before grinding. For the grinding, I am using a stick blender. Any other type of food processor would work as well. We're going for a coarse grind, so you will likely only need to pulse it a few times. You may have to give it a mix between pulses just to ensure you're getting an even grind. The coarseness adds to the crunchy texture. Today we'll only be using the egg whites, so we will separate the yolks from the white. You can store the yolks in a small covered container with a few drops of water sprinkled on top to prevent them from drying out. They will keep in the fridge for a few days. You can use them for other recipes like custard or a yummy creamy carbonara pasta. Now that we have our egg whites, add 2 pinches of salt and beat with an electric mixer until you reach stiff peaks. You can also beat it by hand with a whisk, but this will take more time and effort. To check for stiff peaks, dip your beaters in and lift them up. Tips of the beaten egg whites should not flop over. To bake the cookies, reduce the oven temperature to 150 degrees Celsius. Our egg whites are beaten, our sugar is measured, and our nuts are toasted and processed. Next, we add the nuts and the sugar into the beaten egg whites to combine. Pour the nuts and the sugar into the bowl of the beaten whites. For this part, I am using my favorite handy-dandy silicone spatula. Gently fold the ingredients together. Keyword here is gentle, as you don't want to lose the precious air that we've beaten into the egg whites. Just keep folding until everything is combined. Spoon tablespoon-sized cookie batter onto your baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I'm just using 2 spoons, one to scoop and one to push the batter off onto the baking sheet into mounds. Space them about 2 inches apart as they will expand a bit when they're baking. I scooped mine here a tad on the larger side. However, if you scoop them smaller, they will turn out a bit drier and overall crunchier. Bake them in the oven for about 16 to 18 minutes or until lightly golden. I ended up baking these for about 20 minutes as they were a bit larger. Once they're golden and ready, remove them from the oven and let it cool slightly on the tray for about 10 minutes. I found that doing so helps peeling them off of the parchment paper much easier. Gently peel them off of parchment paper and transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. There you have it, folks. Crunchy, sweet, slightly chewy, nutty-licious meringue cookies.
These are really good.
Cut.
I don't think I can stop.